Hello everybody, welcome back to the old family farm here in Farming Simulator 19 with Delores Flofflebotham and myself, CWATTYESO. It's a sunny day today. It's a lot better, brighter than it was yesterday, which is a good thing because we have to go and harvest the oats on field 8 before they wither, which I couldn't do yesterday because it was raining. So that is priority number one, topmost urgent job we've got. And then I'll get into some of the discussions about what this new thing is sat here on the farm. Oh yes, that would also explain why I've suddenly got quite a cash boost in my bank balance. Basically, if you recall in the last episode, I was talking about the cow pen and whether or not I would do cows on this map or not. I finally decided I'm probably not going to do cows. I'm going to do sheep instead. They're probably a little bit more manageable. So I sold the cow pen, got a heck of a lot of money for it because it was quite expensive. And then I bought that sheep pen from the American Building mod pack thing, and I have to say, I'm quite impressed with it. Really am. Because it's enabled me to add a nicely styled matching building to this farm, and we're going to be able to do cows. Sheep. And I've been round, and all the fields are cultivated, so they just require seeding and planting today at some point when we get to that bit. I think all the animals are doing okay, so I don't think we have to worry too much about those. I will double check that on the pigs, the horses and the chickens. The horses I did end up giving 4 hay bales to yesterday once I'd finished doing the cultivating, in which I did go and buy that 6-metre sapphire cultivator. I sold the other 4-metre one. I've still got the power harrow, and we will still continue to periodically be using that on the older farm, but the 6-metre one definitely probably speeds things up a bit in some senses. I can only work at half the speed as I can the power harrow, so I can only work at a maximum of 8 miles an hour with the 6-metre cultivator, but that extra 2 metres width probably means I would still get the fields done a lot quicker, because I'm having to make fewer passes, which means I'm having to do fewer turns, stops and starts on a field. So I think, despite the fact that I travel more slowly up and down the field, I do think we may get the cultivating done a lot sooner. Now, as it pertains to ploughing, I'm not sure how we're going to resolve that one just yet, because I don't have a tractor anywhere near the horsepower required to pull some of the bigger ploughs and subsoilers and stuff, so not overly sort of convinced how we can resolve that one. As far as seeders and planters go, there are a couple of options out there for 6-metre seeders, 6-metre planters. There is the Vader stat thing, although I'm a bit not so keen on that because you can't unload it with seed, as I discovered when I leased it yesterday evening, just to plant some wild grass around the new expanded field 1 and around the new sheep pasture. I figured the 6-metre planter would be a better bet than my 3-metre one. I'd be able to get it done a lot quicker. However, I bought 1,000 litres of seed, only used 200 litres, and then couldn't unload it. So I ended up returning the seeder to the store with 800 litres of seed still in it. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Field's tucked out of the way a bit. And it's quite tiny. I'm tempted when I replant this field to plant grass on it, to be fair. I don't know if I want to plant crops on this field with it being bordered on most sides by hedges and trees and telegraph poles and stuff. I think I might use this as a grass field, possibly instead of the one up there. I'll have to have a look on the map and see comparatively which ones are bigger, and keep the bigger one. I mean, having grass on this wouldn't be too problematic. And I do need to get the thing out to empty it. Set the fear. Yeah. I think that field, the unnumbered field, is definitely bigger than field 8. So I will probably plant grass on field 8, keep the other field for crops. When I eventually buy 10 and 11 and merge them into one field, that'll be good. Then we've got another big crop we can plant on there. Yeah, we're going to end up with sheep, which means we'll end up with pallets of wool. Oh, we'll be able to make more stuff. And then one nicely nice. Got Fiat's incredibly slow. So these fields are all cultivated, fertilised, ready for seeding. Field 1 has been ploughed, limed, cultivated. It hasn't been fertilised, so we must remember to spray that field. As it's growing. Yeah, so this is going to become the grass field then. That is what we're going to do. I'll probably make sure it's in perfect condition for that by ploughing it, liming it. I'll lime it, I'll plough it, I'll fertilise it, I'll cultivate it, I'll seed it. Then we then everything's perfect, and then I only have to worry about fertilising it then after each grass harvest type dealy thingy, me bobby, me doodah. Field 5 as well, I didn't go back and fertilise the bit I missed, so the next yield off field 5 is going to suffer a bit because obviously I forgot to fertilise half the field. That's a problem. I must remember not to do again. These objects definitely going to make things interesting for a potential plough scenario. Which is why I think grass works better on this field. That's the oats gathered. They didn't wither. We managed to save them. I was concerned because that rain lasted the entire day. I'm always a bit concerned when the weather does that. Looking at that. Check the animals. Chickens are okay. They got their wheat yesterday. The pigs are all well taken care of. The horses could use the oats, which is what I think I said I was going to do with the crop off of this field. Anyway, I wasn't going to sell it because that would be morally wrong, because we bought the field from another farmer and we didn't actually have a hand in any of the ploughing, fertilising, seeding, etc, etc, etc. And you know my stance on that. I've said it numerous times in this series and my Estancia one. We don't do field flippy type tactics, but I will use the crop to feed the horses. So ultimately down the line, you know, people could argue, well, you are going to get paid for the crop because when you sell the horses. Yeah, okay, fair enough, but that's somewhere down the line, and like I say, it does cost me for the horses. But the pigs are okay, they've got some manure there, and they've also got some slurry, which I could be tempted to have a grab of. They can give to... might be tempted to use it on that grass field once we've ploughed it. You never know. Feed trough is round that far side. I haven't bought any other buildings yet. I know I did look at that possibility of adding that hay shed thing. Okay, horses were quite happy. We had all the hay. Stuff in there because we don't have grass, and we're probably never going to need that actually. So I could probably sell that and that'd give me £6 back. And instead of a silo there, I could maybe put like a shed or something. I don't know. I could have left that on there, of course. Put the covers on, just in case it rains and want it full of water. We'll soon have to move the eggs, take those and get them sold. They're starting to block up that area a bit. I can't actually add the sheep yet to the new sheep pen thingy because we don't have grass and you can't feed them with bales. That's right, kids. A mod author has tweaked that slightly. I'm going to take you over and show you it. And then I'm going to get the... So here it is, look. So the wall appears here. Nice. Water goes in, obviously, here. It's quite a nice little building. Animal loading area inside barn, feeding. Normal sheep feeding, no bales. So you can't feed them with bales like you can a normal sheep pen. Has to be loose material. Where do I think I want to maybe change the terrain a bit, leading into and out of this? So we've got the bit here where we can buy the sheep. Obviously we've got the trigger as well, so we can fill up the feed trough with normal food. So yeah, this is going to be quite nice, I think. Storing, for keeping sheep in. It matches the aesthetic, doesn't it? It kind of matches the other buildings. What I'm going to do, and this is my reason for doing this as well, I'm going to lime spread. Of course, forgot, you can't put weight on the front of this tractor. Right, what I'll do then, I'm going to grab them pallet forks and shift a couple of these pallets. Take them and get them sold. Haven't bothered with the no collision pallet forks and swapping these over. I think it was really necessary to do so. Because the sale point takes these anyway. I can't remember if I have to sell that, get rid of that front one. They'll probably come flying off the forks if I go over any bumps. And then there'll be broken eggs everywhere. Take these down, get them sold. Right, we've got a bit of cash now. So all of a sudden, Field 11's opened up. Field 10's opened up as well. And it's cultivated. Right, I don't have enough for that. Let's take a sneaky little bit of a loan. 50 grand should do it. Now we own all the land. So now there's the potential to take field 10 and 11 and turn them into something impressive. Capitalising on that cowshed sale, putting it to better use. Get 6 grand back for the eggs. That's a big old field, field 11. And if we join it to field 10, we could keep field 10 separate, I suppose. Depends what we want to grow. We haven't got into any like potato harvesting out yet, have we? That's the only thing we're not doing. Potatoes and sugar beets we haven't got to yet. We don't really have the funds. That machinery is so expensive, especially the harvesters. Hit that pallet, aren't I? Loved it. Oh well. Never know, in time could add a cow barn back onto one of them fields if we wanted to. Once Delores gets pretty much self-sufficient. £6 grand for the eggs. Obviously it would be nice if we could just load them on a trailer and bring them all at the same time, but we haven't got a little auto loading pallet trailer yet. We're not going to need that silage bunker. Right, if I now push these 2 boxes out of that spawn zone, pick that one up properly in a minute. I know this one's 2 egg boxes light, but seeing as I'm transporting the eggs, we might as well get rid of all of them at the same time. One less thing to worry about. Horses maybe want some straw, don't they? Could do with a little top up maybe. Not in any rush to do it today. Plenty of time. As until I thought, so we didn't get that. We didn't lose that much by being 2 boxes short, did we? Once I've done this, I'll grab the fertiliser spreader I shall get right, I need that really over the right way. There we go. How'd you like your eggs, sir? Shaken, not stirred. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, because actually looking at the height of that, you wouldn't get a twin wheel vehicle in there. Tell you what, a loading wagon could be a tight squeeze in there. You might need to use a little tippy trailer. Last of the egg sales, right. We'll put the pallet forks back. I'll drop off the rear weight as well when I get to the shed. Can't believe we own these fields. Magical. Big time farm expansion. Back off of the chickens. They'll now happily produce me some more eggies. Wrong building. I'm going to do that a few times, I imagine. Trouble is, can I get to this? Fine. Come on. There we go. Camera is really making things difficult for me. Right, so we have got solid fertiliser in there by the looks of that. So I need to empty that. There's a couple of pallets for you. Won't need all of that to do backfield, but maybe not. Oh, well, I can do fields 10 and 11 as well, can't I suppose. They're not showing as needing line, but if I do it anyway. be all sorted. This field's going to be ploughed. And then we're going to get the fertiliser on it. I appreciate the fact I did miss a bit there. It's because of doing it so fast. Sure we've got an overlap. So when we plough all this in, okay, those telegraph poles don't have collision. That hump could do with being smoothed out a little bit. That's all the lime spread on there. To our 2 new fields. Oh yes. $270. Perfect. That one's already cultivated. It's not very straight edge though, is it? It's not very square. Possibly option to take a few trees as well from around here. There we go, and 2 fields, lime spreaded. All well and good. Right, let's go grab the plough. Make a start on doing that field. Right, change of plan this time. Rather than tucking that thing in that ridiculous corner over yonder, why don't I just put it put it, say there, where it's right in everybody's way. Tell you what, twin narrow wheels is not great for getting in and out of these buildings. Oh, it's as wide as the tractor. The tractor's as wide as the plough. Crikey. Definitely pick up some lime off of this field and these tyres. And we're doing this without the aid of the GPS. I figured it would make a change to use the black John Deere, wouldn't it? Rather than keep using the green one and putting loads of mileage on him. Apart from when we're doing animals, this one doesn't get any kind of use. And I think it makes more sense for me to use this one today. See me coming down here with the 3-metre sower as well, maybe. Taking out the hedge with the wild grass. Maybe top and bottom, and just leave the hedge at the side. At least I can turn around without driving all over it. And manually using the coordinates. 179.8, there we go. And one set of wheels doesn't pick up any line. Oh, it does. And it quickly comes off again. Right, I think I'll carry on, get these done, and then bring you guys back once I'm finished. Okay, so I've managed to get the fields ploughed. I decided to plough fields 11 and 10 as well as field 8. I did slurry spread field 8 after I'd ploughed it. Hence why it's taken me quite a bit longer to get this done than I wanted to do. At least the plough is in, which means tomorrow we'll be able to get to doing some actual seeding, planting type stuff. Or will we? No, because I need to cultivate, don't I? I need to cultivate field 8 now before I can seed it. Which means utilising this new cultivator. A new 6-metre jobby. So what I shall do is I'll park this close to the house, this tractor with the cultivator. So I know, as a reminder to myself, what it is we're exactly doing when we come back in game. I will go and grab the slurry spreader. Okay, happily done. Field 8. I might even do fields 11 and 10 with it as well, which would be quite useful. So I'll get that done as well tomorrow, and then we'll be able to do the seeding, won't we? Park this down here again, just to remind me of what it is we need to do. Another day's done. 11:15 at night it's taken me to plough 3 fields.
Welcome, partner.
Okay, well, lime spread 3 fields, plough 3 fields, slurry 1 field. Anyway, Delores wishes everyone a good evening. I hope you've enjoyed the video. She hopes you'll click the like button. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions or feedback, please leave them in the comment section down below. And if you're not already doing so, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. From the old family farm, from Delores Flofflebotham and myself, CWATTYESO, it's goodbye for now.